Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. I'm Lynn with Plasma Energy Solution, and this is February 25th, 2021. And today I want to talk to you about something I just read. And I've kind of been hammering away at this, and I hope you'll look at some of the free reports I've put up. And I do have another free report that is going up today, February 25th, 2021. If you'll go to the website, just look for the free report section on the right side of the home page, and then just click on it and you can choose that report. And it's all you have to do is put in your email address to open up the report. Okay, this was an interview between Robert David Steele and Dr. David Martin. And again, it's covering, and this is in the free report, by the way. What David Martin has to say about this is, I'm very precise in saying that there was targeting, which can only be construed as targeting, starting in 1999. There was not a specific target, but they have a means by which you could get a pathogen. I'm very careful to say this is not the virus we hear in the news. Remember, this is an engineered pathogen, and we need to be really clear on this if we actually call it what it is. It is biological warfare and not some sort of public health. And this article goes on. What this is from a video, and I reconstructed the notes on it. And there was one part I was hoping to read to you if I can find it easily. And it was something that was said by a man with a marketing company. And a marketing company for somebody that's making biologicals. Here's what was said on February 12, 2016 by NIAID's lead marketing officer. To sustain funding beyond basic crisis, we need to increase public understanding for the need for medical countermeasures such as parainfluenza or PAN, virus in the news, VACCINE. A key driver is the media, and the economics will follow the hype. We need to use that hype to our advantage and to get to the real issues. Investors will respond if they see profit at the end of the process. Okay, that's just a little of the information that's in the article. So I do encourage you to go get this free report and read it, especially if you're trying to make a decision about a jab. I've got other free reports regarding that. I hope you'll take the time to read them, because your decisions are going to be life-changing. And I do mean that very, very seriously. When a foreign protein is introduced into the body, and that can be from anything you've gotten along the way. Maybe it was called pneumonia, maybe it was called shingles, maybe it was called flu. There's a type of an anaphylactic reaction, and it may be a teeny tiny reaction, but you will never go back to where you were before you had that teeny tiny reaction. Then you pile another one on top of that and add more protein to your body, and now there's a little bit more of a reaction, and then you keep adding to that with more and more and more. So what you see is some people don't react at all. Maybe they've never received many jabs, but other people have an instant and rather severe reaction. That may be because of the pile-on of the foreign proteins in the body and the effect that's created when you add one more to that pile-on. So do take the time to read that information if you would. And what I want to talk about today also is some of the apparent shortages that we're starting to see. I know that if you really start searching around, there are food shortages, and there certainly have been food shortages in places like Texas, where they suffered a terrible week of sub-zero weather. Actually what they got was Montana weather, because we had the same thing up here the week before. But the difference is all our infrastructure is buried deeper, like water lines, sewer lines, power lines, because they know it's going to freeze up here and be cold in the winter. And so we're more prepared for that. And people up here are more prepared for cold weather. I mean, just with clothing, with what you have available in the house, and perhaps being a little more mindful of what happens when the heat goes out. And during that week, we had some friends, and I didn't realize this. I had loaned them a Delange heater, which looks like the old-time radiators with all the ribs. And I'd loaned that to them because their house electric furnace was not very efficient. And I happened to have an extra and said, well, here, take this. Well, I heard from them after several days into our cold weather, and they said, we just want to thank you that we had that, because that's the only heat we've had in the house. The electric furnace quit. I was beside myself. I said, you guys, why didn't you call me? So as soon as I hung up, my granddaughter Tony and I gathered up heaters. I still had a couple of extras, and she took them over to their house so they'd have more heat in the house. But they suffered a broken water pipe and things like that, and just a flat, cold house. I mean, these oil heaters are pretty effective, like the one I gave them, but it certainly is a stretch for it to take care of the whole house. So just look around and see how well prepared you are for things. How well prepared are you for medications? And one of the things I'm seeing is just the high price of medications in our country. And when the inventor Frederick Banting discovered insulin in 1923, he refused to put his name on the patent. He felt it was unethical for a doctor to profit a discovery that would save lives. His co-inventors, James Collip and Charles Best, sold the patent to University of Toronto for $1. Okay, now if we fast forward to today, some of the insulin costs for people in this country are like $450 a month. Now, what do you do if you lose your job and you lose your health insurance? What do you do if there's a disruption in the supply chain? And that was one of the things that Dr. Paul and I sought to address when we were making all the different formulas for plasma energy solution. For example, here we have healthy kidney, and we have healthy genes, we have healthy pancreas, we have healthy thyroid, we have new tech frequency relief, we have, what do we have here? Oh, this is healthy thyroid. So we've got many, many formulas. The I formula is what Dr. Paul used for eliminating the cataracts that he had. And he knew that the treatment for cataracts was surgery. He did surgery on animals to remove cataracts. So when he experienced that himself, he decided to use the plasma energy I formula. And yes, it took time to do it, but after a year, he was cataract free. And along the way, he came in one day and he held up a pamphlet and he said, I want you to look at this. And I looked at it, well, okay, yeah. And he said, look at the print on the bottom. And you know what it was. It was that little teeny tiny print. Most of us never stopped to read. And he picked it up and read it. And I said, wow, that was without glasses. That was without cataract surgery. That was without contact lens. That was being persistent and using the energy that he had developed. So I hope you'll take the time to look at the many energies that we have provided you with. There's just some awesome things. The energies of gold and silver are very beneficial for the body, and those energies are found in our plasma energy station. Those are not energies that are readily available in the marketplace. And so what we have for the rest of February, and this just says, why should you take advantage of these specials that we have? Are we experiencing stable markets or unstable markets? What happens when you're in a place like Texas that has weather that's not been seen in their area and they're not equipped for it? Will there be a day when we wake up to a changed economy? Is this just fear-mongering? Here's a recent, I gave you the quote on insulin. So what if you can't get the medications you need? That's what all this was developed for. All right? We wanted a solution if there were shortages. In another video I did today, I went through Dr. Paul's explanation on plasma energy, and I hope you'll take the time to look at that and to also give it to those family members who think that maybe you're wearing a tinfoil hat with what you're doing with drinking water that has been utilizing the plasma energy formulas that we have put together for you. The February special, we have a special for you. Oh my goodness.
This plan that we're going through right now?
Pardon me.
This is part of Trump's plan to bring people to the precipice of destruction.
I have no idea how that came on. So that was my computer deciding to talk along with me. Okay, so the February 2021 special, we have a special that's option 1, get the plasma energy station and save $100. If there are 2 of you in different areas of the country who want to make a purchase, you can purchase 2. Yes, I will mail 1 to each one of you at no extra charge. And you can save, with the purchase of 2 of them, you can save $240. And that would make each of your stations $267 each on that. If you purchase an energy station at regular price, you can also get your free choice of any never-ending plasma energy product priced up to $57. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. You have just a few days left in February. And then there was also, we have a couple of videos that are in the information that we'll be sending out on that today. And then there is one other special that we have, and that's where Stephanie and I are talking about, and even granddaughter Tony are talking about the face coverings and why you would want to use virus relief and or 2020 plus support. And with the order of either one of those, we will send a free clean mouth. And dentists are coming out and saying they are seeing a 50% increase in mouth infections, in tooth decay. That is from holding this over your face and breathing back in your own toxic air that you have exhaled. So I hope you'll take the time to look at that, and I hope you'll take the time to enjoy or take advantage of the specials that we are offering to you this month. And I will remind you that we also have, with the new tech frequency relief and all the electronic soup that we're living in, this is for your breaker box. That's shungite, silver water, and the magnets. And the Russian and Japanese research show how effective the combination of these is in the alleviating the effects of the electromagnetics we live in. Now we also have a size here for telephones, your cell phones, for your TV, your computer, anything Wi-Fi you have in the house, any electronics in the house. And they just have a little peel and stick. You peel this white piece off and it's double-sided sticky tape. We also have these plain as pendants, but we also do pendants. This is Amazonite. We have fluorite. And fluorite has a lot of different color ranges, all the way from a lightish gray through blue tones through very dark tones. And this is lapis. And you'll want to just read up on the benefits of each of those and how they might be beneficial for you. So I want to thank you for taking the time today to watch this video. I hope you'll share it with family and friends, and I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. And do visit our website, plasmaenergysolution.com. Thank you.